Good morning, everybody. I'm sorry that I can't be with you in person in Dublin today, but if you have any questions, then please send me a message and we can arrange a call. My email address will be on the last slide. I originally thought to present something around our Honors to Finish project, but then I realized many of you are probably wondering how a small company like AW Energy managed to reach this important milestone. So instead, I thought I'd share with you a few of our secrets. So let's travel back to when the story started, 23 years ago in 2002. It was a cold day in the Gulf of Finland, and the visibility of computer screens was a bit poor back then. Our control system was rather rudimentary, and our deployment procedure was perhaps a little haphazard. But nonetheless, our intrepid team were able to demonstrate the potential of our WaveRoller technology. And based on this, our first Watt in the Water, our team imagined megawatts of WaveRoller deployments. So perhaps that's the first secret, a good imagination and a determination to bring that to reality. So I guess another important lesson is to learn from your mistakes. So jump forward 3 years, and this time our team decided to deploy in the warmer waters of the Ecuadorian coastline. In 2012, with an EU FP7 grant, we deployed our first full-scale demonstration unit. This was a platform with 3 composite panels on board. In 2014, we used this to embark on our verification and certification efforts. We deployed the same device with a single steel panel and a full package of instrumentation. The data was used to validate our numerical models and quantify our safety factors that was used in the certification process of the next device. Our first of a kind device was deployed at the same site in Portugal in late October 2019. It was late in the evening before we were fully connected and ready to deploy the unit. We progressively sank the foundation to the seabed, and as you can see, the device started operating almost immediately. This was the first certified unit, certified by Lloyd's Register against DNV codes and standards for wave and tidal devices. But little did we know that this beach would be a difficult place to access for the next 2 years. I'm often asked about the power production of the device during that deployment, so I've extracted some data here on the screen. You can find much more on our website. I'm sorry about the poor quality of this image. PowerPoint had some issues with such a weird shaped file. But let me explain this data. The orange line is the power produced to the grid. The blue line is the panel angle, and the green line is the energy produced to the grid over this 1 hour extract in kilowatt hours. On the screen here, you can see 20 waves. So that's about 5 minutes of power production. And here you can really observe the interesting nature of the waves as they travel over the device. And you can see the power ramping up and ramping down smoothly to the grid as those waves travel over. The groups of waves are quite clear in this plot. Here, 3 groups of waves are passing over the device, each with a different height and different period. Waves are really dynamical, and here you can see how our power takeoff absorbs that power, that peaky power, and delivers smooth grid compliant power to the grid, ramping up and ramping down in accordance with the grid code. And here we are at the end of our 1 hour extract of data after having delivered 90 kilowatt hours to the grid over this time period. Power performance is just one aspect of our deployment. We also did an extensive study of the environmental impact, And here you can see some diver footage of the foundation and the artificial reef effect of that foundation. Here you can see the animals populating that foundation, and even hear a crab on the screen finding a home for itself. We decided to recover the device in summer 2021, just as COVID had passed. And I thought it would be interesting to show you this O&M data. As you can see, there's a significant peak just as we were about to recover the device. Can you guess what this is? Well, this is actually my sleeping average heart rate over the year. And you can see there's a significant peak there, just as we were pushing to recover the device and get the team together, get the resources in place, and knowing that we have very limited resources to carry out these big operations. So it must be remembered when discussing emerging technologies in this forum, we're often talking about small teams with limited resources, and it shouldn't be forgotten that this can be extremely stressful for these small teams as they carry out these huge tasks. So strong resilience is definitely needed in this sector. Thankfully, in the end, everything went to plan. And here you can see Hugo injecting air into the foundation and the unit rising to the surface as the water was displaced. And here you can see the condition of the unit after 2 winters at sea. And we're really proud of these results. Here's some more data. The unit experienced 6 million waves during the deployment and over 3,000 hours of rough or higher sea states. We also experienced the bottom limited maximum wave height for that depth, which was about 12.8 meters. So we thoroughly demonstrated the integrity of the unit during extreme weather. As the project in Peniche drew to a close, we started to work on the next step in our technological development roadmap, and that was our MegaRoller project. MegaRoller was a Horizon 2020 project with partners across the European Union. You can find more about that on www.megaroller.eu. We then moved on to our wave farm project, also funded by the European Union. This project took all our previous experience to improve the project life cycle, such as manufacturability, logistics, serviceability, and we also developed a family of devices to meet different customer needs. And now this brings us back to the onboard project. This photos was taken during our kickoff meeting during autumn 2024, so just a few months ago. And this fantastic team is now working to develop, deliver, deploy and operate our first large-scale WaveRoller array. This will be a 2 megawatt array consisting of 4 units deployed again off the coast of Portugal. But I won't speak more about this project because I believe Pal will be presenting this in the latter part of this forum. So thank you for your attention. If you'd like to find out more, please visit our website or our YouTube channel. And if you have any questions or comments, please don't hesitate to drop me a line at my email address, as you can see on the screen just now. I also promised to share with you secrets, and perhaps the last secret that probably is quite obvious to you all is that to work with emerging marine renewable technology, you need plenty of resilience, tenacity, determination, purpose and grit. And conveniently, those are all wrapped up into the single Finnish word, sisu. So I'd like to wish you all plenty of sisu in your endeavours to come. Thank you.